Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
How's it going?
Tuesday.
Dark Soldier, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming and hanging out, dude.
Hey,
How have you been?
Good to see you there. Don't forget.
I still can't see the photos in Discord.
I had a interesting week. I apologize. That's my fault. I didn't get that fixed.
You have
all
one
good.
thing to do, Stanley.
No,
Is it something you have to do, or is it just Grant doesn't know how to navigate Discord?
no, there's some weird, funky change in the permissions for Discord for some users. I guess I don't know. Some of the things are locked, like the photos one that he's talking about. And I can fix it. I've also got, a couple of really awesome admins and moderators like Dark Soldier over here, down here, wherever he's at.
Cool.
And these guys can also do it probably better than me, honestly. So I was going to try to get one of them to help me out to see what had caused the problem in the first place. And that's where I missed I missed the thing.
Yeah, no, you used to. I could see all the stuff that was locked. Now I can't even see stuff that's locked.
Yeah, and you've got all of the permissions and stuff on there. I don't know why. Like you have a permission or something somewhere that is shutting you off from it. I don't know which one that would be.
I know when I go into there, it says there's something I need to do, and when I go look at it, it wants me to add like a phone number or something to be able to do, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing all that. So there's
that's all the
permissions that I was granted that I can't use because I just don't want to do what it's asking me to do.
All right. Well, aside from your fear of two-factor authentication, we are celebrating 1,000 members in the Discord server today. So, hurrah on that!
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job.
Cheers to the 1,000.
Yeah.
Where is everybody? They need to. All 1,000 of them need to be here today.
Right.
No doubt.
Chilling at work. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And thank you again for everything that you do in there, man. Really appreciate you. Our mod squad is awesome. We have not had any issues with like people, having to. We rarely have to ban anybody. We do it because every now and then you get that ripe apple, but
Yep.
the community have not had many issues like that. It's been really good in here.
That's good. I guess while we're waiting for some folks to show up in the chat, what you guys been up to since last Tuesday?
I have been editing. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna vent for a second because YouTube. I love YouTube, but YouTube be YouTube. So I put out a video for my nephews the other day. And that video was specifically for them. I did not make that video like, I wasn't like, I'm going to make this thing go viral. I'm not catering to anything. I'm just like, these guys took me out fishing. We had a fun experience. So that's what I'm making my video about. The next video, FYI, that I'm working on, the follow-up to this, is one of the absolute most all-time epic fishing trips I've ever been on in my life. It's the most amount of footage I've ever had to edit all at once. I'm super excited about this next video that I'm working on. But my nephew's video, that was specifically for them. I'm not catering to any algorithm or anything like that. And for a very short amount of time, it popped. And I was sitting there watching it, and I was just like, are you kidding me? That's the one. Bluegills that's the secret. Bluegills with the nephews.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just having the youngsters on it.
Yeah, it might be. Well, they make an appearance in the next one, so hopefully they can help me bring in some more of them big dollar bills, yo.
That's it.
Oh man.
Y'all definitely caught some fish.
Yeah, that one I watched you do.
We ate good. I showed you guys, I think I brought home an ice chest filled with frozen bags of fillets from that trip.
Nice.
Dark Soldier, where are you going, man?
Yeah, good. See, a fishing trip plan.
Goth farmer, just waiting on my chicken to thaw, making pesto sauce to make baked pesto smothered chicken with roasted potatoes and biscuits. Would love to see some pictures of that in the server. I know you've got some busy things going on, so I didn't want to pester you, but we're also curious how everything has been.
Grant, what were you up to since the last get together?
Mainly just gardening. Been pulling a few things out and adding a few things that I've gotten to germinate in the greenhouse, and just trying to keep it going. We finally did get a cool down today, but it was like the 5th Saturday in a row that we had rain.
How are the chickens doing?
I'd say today the original 3 are 4 months old today, so should be getting some eggs soon, hopefully.
Nice.
They say 4 to 5 months, 4 to 6 months. So.
Good deal.
Yeah, they're doing good. It's been a muddy mess, but
yeah,
they're good.
I haven't got much done since last week. I've tried to get some stuff done on the trailer, but it's being a bitch. So I got to tear back into it and kind of start over on the one part of it. And it's just frustrating when I'm at the point where I finally got the money together to go ahead and get the work started on the boat. But I got to get this trailer together to get it down there to move the boat to the shop. So, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
What all have you got left until you can get the boat in the water? Get on a good run.
What do you mean? On the boat or the trailer?
Yeah, you don't need the trailer for the boat, do you? They're gonna
the boat.
It out of here?
No, we're gonna trailer the boat to the guy's shop. He charges $250 a trip if he's going to where the boat is. So it would be multiple trips for him to do what I want him to do, and that's not including labor, parts, and all that. So he goes, you could bring it to my yard, and then I wouldn't have to charge you that fee. And I was like, yeah, let's do it that way. So basically, nothing has started on the boat because now I've got to complete this freaking trailer. And man, if you talked to me yesterday, I'd be like, woo, I'm this close to being done with this trailer. And then I messed with it a little bit when I had some time today. And no, it's not so close.
Dang, man.
I thought was good ain't good, so I got to tear back into it. So
I'm sorry.
I'm hoping within the next week and a half to 2 weeks that I got that trailer done and then get down there and get the boat to its shop.
Goth Farmer says we are 7 weeks away from our big Kentucky trip. This last weekend was a big show. One of my homegrown rabbits won second. Congratulations on that. Best opposite breed out of 21, earning a leg towards championship. You need 3 to earn the title. Dude,
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is freaking cool. I want to keep us up to date with that, please. I want to help. I want to celebrate that with you.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is awesome.
Cool.
Did you drive all the way to Kentucky?
Surely not. Surely they're flying.
That's a heck of a haul.
Yeah, but you got to bring the rabbit and all that.
Yeah, are you going to put them on a plane?
Plane?
Can you plane rabbits?
Have to. Louisville. Cool.
If you guys are interested, he knows good fishing spots in the vicinity of where you're at.
Never been to Louisville, but there are several fishing YouTubers around the Louisville area. I could point you in that direction.
That's cool.
Is it just me, or generally speaking, fishing YouTubers not a very pleasant bunch?
I haven't noticed that.
Have you not really?
No, you're a fishing YouTuber and you're pleasant.
I think this is an exceptional group. I think that's part of it. Like, that's one of the things I enjoy about this, but I'll go to select locations and everybody's got a bunch of cameras on them. Or I'll go and, like, one thing I enjoy is finding a new YouTuber and watching their content, and everybody's like pushing each other. You know, it's not the same game as it was 5 years ago. They're getting really skilled and talented, and I like leaving comments on people's videos, especially when they have like 300 subscribers. I'm like, this is cool. And I'll go and leave them a comment, and their response is like, I don't, kind of like they're full of themselves. You know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard to describe. It's weird to me. Like, I would expect more of a kinship there.
Okay.
Goth Farmer says, no, I'm going to be flying to Kentucky, and my rabbits will be driven by my favorite judge that's local. This last show was in Hood River, Oregon. Rabbits can be flown on airplanes in cargo.
I mean, is that cheating if your judge
was just wondering
has
the
your
same.
rabbit?
Got an inside edge on the judge.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, we're not going to tell. We just want to see that trophy. We want to see them.
Right. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Yep. I did get.
I haven't watched much videos at all. I've been watching a lot of the Hawaii fires.
Speaking of which, our prayers go out to those guys. Yes. What's going on with Hawaii and the fires? There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes with that.
I couldn't imagine just knowing that. Well, I better run into the ocean or I'm going to burn up. And you see, there's cars and stuff right up to the edge of the beach that are burnt up. It's crazy.
Well, there was a few videos of boats on fire, like out in the water on fire. I didn't understand how they would catch on fire.
I don't either. That's weird.
But
Unless they were docked and the dock lines burnt up while the boat floated out. I don't know. That's weird.
Well, it got hot enough to melt aluminum wheels on tires on cars. There was like puddles of aluminum. It's like crazy.
That is crazy.
But there's still tree trunks standing. I don't understand how the trees didn't disintegrate.
Quick
They
moving
got some
fire
great-
just blew through. I don't know.
If it's hot enough,
Yeah, like it's really thick wood.
I think aluminum melts at like 1,200 degrees.
That's crazy.
Let me see. I'm pulling up the thing on it now.
She doesn't get the judge can't help her out any.
Well, good luck regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I think I'm about 4 hours from Louisville, 3 to 4 hours. Depends on how fast you drive and how much road construction.
I could see that happening here with the way the drought we've been having. It's horrible.
Yeah, yeah. So, and that's kind of one of the points we're going to bring this up in the first place. Is so there's probably there's a lot of places suffering from drought. Be careful.
Yeah.
Barbecuing, and if you're at the beach here on Padre Island and you're making a bonfire or anything like that, be careful. A lot of stuff.
There's a lot of burn bans locally. Yeah. We got fires east of us, Medina, around Medina Lake area. But I haven't seen an update on them yet today. Crazy.
This article, let's see. They're talking about how it started.
What's up, Lonesome Not I? Good to see you.
There.
Hey, there you are. Cheers.
Deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. Apparently they're wanting to turn Maui into the first green city. They had a meeting back in January, and this place that burned up, what was it, Lahaina? There was a lot of like 3 and 4 generations of locals that were living there. Wasn't no way they were selling their land and wanting to turn it into a green city. And then all of a sudden it all burns up.
That's crazy. You hope that's not.
By green, they mean they want moneymakers.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh, wow. First year.
Nice. 24th overall out of 87. I can see it. I can see it. You put a lot of work into that. Anybody who is in the Discord server, Goth Farmer is always, well, I know you're busy right now, so you haven't been able to do lately, but even if we don't talk about it enough, we're always trying to keep up to date with the foraging and the especially the rabbit shows and the competitions and things that you're doing. We do love those pictures that you got coming in, the stories behind them. Anybody interested in that kind of stuff, it's a great place to come and check out. A lot of stuff behind the scenes you don't see on these live streams.
I did get in there and look at some of the questions and answers and stuff, so at least there's people keeping up in there.
We had a lot of questions in there actually earlier. I went through and answered a bunch of them. Nothing really outstanding that we were going to bring up onto the stream. How do I hold a pike? So, of course, everybody naturally is like, well, you lip them.
Sure. Go ahead.
You got to razz each other a little bit from time to time.
I know when I was younger, it was a hold them by their eyes. If you grab them by their eyes, they'll calm down. But if you're going to release them, that's probably not the best way to hold them. Just like
Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't have your tomatoes. Hold on a second. I don't have them in the stream show, but I will pull them up. Let me find them real quick. 'Cause I was looking at that a minute ago. I kind of had to, I got pulled off of the slideshow earlier. But I'll pull them up right now.
The eyeball grab, yep. That's one way to do it. Particularly if you're going to keep them, I think.
Something I'm trying this year is cloning tomatoes. I've got like five tomato plants.
Cloning tomato. Next will be cloning chickens. Mad scientists.
Right.
But yeah, I've got 5 plants that I just transplanted yesterday that I'm hoping they'll make new plants. So one tomato looks like it had
one tomato, yeah.
Looked like it had multiple blooms.
That is a freak.
They call
Tasty
it
freak.
What do they call it, Grant?
I can't think of it. Where it's like multiple blooms fused together. Is that what it is? A fused bloom? Maybe fused blossom? How much did it weigh?
It says there was 3 of them.
3. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't grow a variety that does that. My cousin was trying to grow giant tomatoes, and that's how they do it, is with those. They get the tomato seeds from the genetics that the tomatoes do that every time. And
it says it gets about 1.5 pounds.
Nice. Yeah, that's how they get those 10-pound tomatoes, is those fused blossoms.
What kind of minnows are you talking about, Lonesome Nut Eye?
Pile minnow?
Never heard
I want
of
in on that.
Minnows are usually really small. I wonder how they would tag them.
Exactly. How do you tag them? Because like on a redfish, you have to tie that tag to their tail. That would be that's already a pain on a slimy redfish that's kicking around on the jetty. Doing that with a minnow, that'd be a pain.
It makes it sound like they're tagging them and releasing them, and you get a prize if you catch them.
Oh, right.
Surely
those things are like injected into them. Those kind of tags.
Yeah, I was going to say, surely they're not wanting people to catch them and kill them because they're invasive, and then they catch them and tag them and throw them back in.
Oh, you're saying so? The pile minnow is a pike, or I still don't understand.
Oh, I bet he said pike minnow.
Oh, every pike minnow. I got you.
It's still weird.
Huh.
I'm pulling up a thing on that right now. They got an article on it.
Sweet.
This takes me a second because I'm super slow here.
We're used to it. Don't worry about it.
Northern pike minnow up in that area. I remember Kai, who was one of the admins on the Discord server, and one of the reasons that it got to the level that it did, I wish he was here today. But yeah, Kai was always talking about the pike minnow up where he's at.
It looks like a pike, kind of. That's a weird looking fish. So is that something that is
it's its own species,
invasive?
I guess. It says native species.
It eats millions of juvenile salmon and steelhead.
$6 a fish. I'm in. We actually pulled a deal down here. I think this is hilarious. I'm going to do this just for the absolute fun of it, not for any other reason. But we got an offer from one of the bait stands. I don't even know what the number is, but they'll trade us shrimp, like live shrimp, for skipjack. And I was like, oh, I will spend an entire day fishing for skipjack just so that I can trade for shrimp for the next day, just so that I can be a fishmonger for a day.
So, Lonesome Not I, are those things edible?
Right. Do you get to eat the fish and get $6? That's pretty cool.
Golf Farmer, I didn't get a chance to share any photos this week. Photo dump sometime later. Totally understand that, and thank you. We do appreciate it. We do enjoy those. It says, awesome, Grant. I have 28 plants that I'm hoping will source my tomato needs this winter. Roast the tomatoes in garlic, rosemary, and onion them, then throw in the blender with basil, and it's delicious. That does sound delicious.
Huh.
Especially if they're those mutant tomatoes that are all wonky. You got to get yourself some mutant garlic to go along with it.
I guess so.
Not I. What part of Washington are you at?
Olympia. Oh.
Yeah, okay, so Dark Soldier, this video that I'm working on right now, we absolutely destroyed the pike. And I'm not good at it. My brother-in-law is he's the one that put us on fish and stuff like that. But I was trolling with a bluegill behind the boat, and I did have some good hits, but I didn't have anything. I wasn't able to land anything special with it. But we did really good with them on night crawlers, on a crawler harness. So good luck on that, man. I want to see you get some good stuff. Pike I had a blast with pike. They're one of my favorite fish to fish for now, and they're good eating. Just because they're so different than anything you see down here. I was fascinated by them. Like the first time I got one, I was hooked. even though they're super slimy, they're kind of like gaff tops. But I'm okay with that. You guys got those where you're at, Grant, or you guys have the pickerel?
Yeah, they're in the river, but I've never caught one. I do have. I've grown the mortgage lifters and the black beauties before, and black cherries. Never done the paste. We did the San Marzano Roma tomatoes this year. They've been pretty good. And canning some corn. We did buy a canner.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm envious of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. Trying to get some food stored up just in case.
Never know.
Never know.
I don't like talking about that stuff too much, but I enjoy where your head is at, and I would like to be more in line with that. So,
yeah, I need to get some rabbits. Let's talk about them. What's the best eating rabbit? I know you show your rabbits, Golf Farmer, but
I'm curious about that too.
A good eating rabbit to raise.
And you know what? I need some recipes for that because it's coming up to be fall, and I have a hard time doing a lot of hunting, but I do hunt rabbits. I've never even made a video about it, but I do enjoy hunting rabbit. I just don't have many very good recipes for them. We do have recipes, but I only have one. Anyway.
Well, no, David Martin's not in here, but he snares rabbits up there in Canada, and he makes rabbit pot pie.
She says she eats her rabbits.
Okay.
Good. They look tasty.
Yeah, I bet.
A bunker full of veggies. We had a deep freezer full of veggies, and the breaker got thrown, and so that's why we're learning in the can, because we don't want to lose stuff if we do lose power.
Yeah. That is true.
Domestic tastes better. Okay.
Probably a lot to do with diet, I would assume.
It's a good possibility.
Real quick, Dark Soldier, you say you're going to use a northern chub. We tried chub. I had no luck with it. I've done probably 8 fishing trips where we tried chub and different variety of minnows. I had no luck with that. We had all of our luck on night crawlers on a crawler harness, trolling. That doesn't mean that's the way to go. That's just the information that I have. That's like all I got.
A bread freezer. I know what Janet got a bread pan to start making bread. She's made 2 or 3 loaves. She's still learning. I mean, it's edible, but it's not perfect like she wants it.
When I was in high school, when I was growing up with my parents, we did bread. My mom got into doing bread, and it was good. We never got it to that really, really nice level. I think that's takes a different level of commitment, being able to do it. But it is good. It's fun to be able to do it.
Right. Well, we started paying attention to labels, and there's so many things that had that bioengineered on it. So we try not to eat that stuff.
GMO,
Mm-hmm.
genetically modified.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff.
You know, they're finding microplastic. What is it? They did a study. I read this in the news. I can look up the article in a minute if we need to, if anybody wants a reference. But I read it just this week where they did some kind of study on heart surgery patients, and they came across something like 85% of heart surgery patients had microplastics in the tissue of their heart. Like, you combine that with the stuff that's going on with AI, and we are going to be a different species 75 years from now.
Right. Hydrogenated oils. I don't know. It just says on the package, like any cereal box pretty much says made with bioengineered ingredients.
Now, some things they get rid of certain like diseases that affect a certain grain or something by bioengineering. So
Right.
it's not always like, oh my God, they added something to it to make it bad. But I'm sure there's stuff that they mess with that they probably shouldn't too.
Great.
Yeah, well, one thing they do, I just learned this like a couple months ago, but you know, like all the fruit and vegetables, everything in the grocery store are irradiated to kill the bacteria on them. They use radiation for that. That's why you can't plant them. It's because of radiation.
They do that with some meats too.
Yeah.
It does not make them radioactive or anything.
No, it doesn't.
It's a good way to kill bugs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. I think every time I've brought in some broccoli from the garden, I've washed it off, and then Janet washes it off, and she still finds those little broccoli worms, little green worms, little green caterpillars is what they are. Cabbage moth.
it is crazy.
They look just like if they blend in, camouflage. Silver foxes and Havanas. Silver foxes.
wow.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's solid. 5 pounds of meat off of a rabbit
Yeah,
and a fur.
For 6 months, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
You know, I tried rabbit furs. I tanned a couple of hides. I did brain tanning. So I'm, not the best way of doing it, but I wanted to try to learn and experiment with it. It was really thin. It was hard to keep it, 'cause the skin was so thin on it that it was hard to keep it from tearing. That's with the squirrely little things that we got living down here. It's not the same. We got the little white tails that are just like scrub rabbits.
That's all we've got around here.
Cottontail.
Cottontail.
We got jackrabbits, but I so rarely ever see them.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
Don't talk to too many people that eat them unless they put them in a stew.
Yeah, they're also really thin and gangly looking.
Yeah. Michigan, we get snowshoe. They were really good.
Yeah, that's what David eats up there. They turn white in the snow. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know. When I was a teenager, we'd get that snow and then it'd melt. You could go out there and looking in the brush when you're hunting and you see this white rabbit in the brown because the snow's gone.
Right.
Made it a little easier sometimes.
Yep. We know a little something about that. Subtle flex.
Stews.
I'm not all there. I'm a little under the weather tonight, so you'll have to excuse me. I'm not all there.
Organic should not get radiated, I would not think.
No, I don't think organic does. I think that's one of the things that they do with that is they don't do the radiation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Hassenpfeffer. So that's one of the recipes that we've got. Is rabbit stew, which I haven't done in forever, but I want to.
Take care of bad mamas.
So, what's the rule, John? Before I go off talking about anything, what's the rule on hunting at night in Texas?
I guess there's certain species you can hunt at night. I'm not sure what all they. I know the exotics and the hogs you can hunt at night. I know deer you can't.
Right.
But as far as rabbits and squirrels and all that, I really don't know, to be honest with you.
So for the sake of argument, when I was growing up, just before dark, we would go out. We were out in the middle of nowhere in the country. And, or we'd be on our land or, friends' lands, things like that around there. Ton of rabbits. And we would go out there and get them in the evening. And sometimes like in the morning too, like, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, they'd still be running around some places. But we'd get a bunch of them. And man, Hassenpfeffer growing up was one of our all-time favorite like Christmas recipes. My mom makes it like nobody's business. One of the reasons that I haven't made it forever is because I don't know how to make it as good as my mom. I wanted to do a video about that, but I wasn't sure. I know what I did when I was in high school. I don't know what was legal about that and what maybe not have been. So that's why I always kind of strayed away from that just to be safe.
Farm all good, yeah.
It's a farm all.
Hey, what's up, man? Cheers.
Ken Moore and Camp Crockpot.
Camp Crockpot. I like that.
Interesting. I think the deer are a lot smaller in Florida too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Texas, they're small here.
Certain areas, yeah, definitely.
It's so hot down here. Like right now, I'm registering 122 degrees in the truck when I go to pick up Savannah. Everything is just like whittled down to the bone because of the heat.
Yeah.
Right.
The yard, the lawn. Well, there's no lawn; it's all dead, and the yard's just cracking. It's so dry.
Yard's just dust.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then over here, we got Grant just hogging all the rain.
Well, what we on the news last night, I actually watched the weather. The guy was like, the end of May into the middle of June was the driest, no rainfall at all on record. And now here we are. It's to the period we're in now. It's like the second wettest on record. I mean, it's weird.
We need that.
It's back and forth.
95. I miss those days.
That's sad. You're like, woo, 95 would be nice.
Yeah, man, to where you could like step outside, get the mail without being drenched in sweat. It's all right. It's all right. Calm down. Come December, we'll be back in the 90s.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, you guys do got some massive deer up that way. I've seen them.
I seen your 6-week update picture on his corn. Was doing pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to see some of those trail cam pics from this year, Farm All. See them big bucks you got on the farm.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely something to look at.
Ooh, that would be an interesting conversation.
77.
Yeah, we're showing 75 here.
These video. Okay, so I'm working on this video I mentioned earlier. I'm working on this video for this fishing trip I was doing while I was up in Wisconsin. It was an amazing fishing trip. It was a whole lot of fun. Editing this video, I'm still editing it now. This was 6 weeks ago. It was like 50 something degrees when we woke up in the morning. Blew my mind. I don't have clothes for 50 something degrees that I can, pack into a suitcase and take on a summer trip. But beginning of this video, I'm still laughing about it today, like editing this thing. We all had jackets and we had on like beanies and we had on the face, I forget what those things are called. We had those face things on because just and hoodies and stuff. Like, I can't believe I went out on a fishing trip in the middle of summer wearing that. It was amazing. It was epic.
Been like that this morning here. It was a little cool.
Yeah, I wish.
Well, you had it for a couple of weeks up there in Michigan.
Yeah. I already miss it really bad. Can't wait till I can spend longer up there. Couple weeks is just like getting teased with it.
If things keep going the way that they're going, we're going to start doing like, I don't know, all July, August,
Somewhere.
September. I don't even know. We're going to start spending more time with that direction.
Sounds good. Just send them through Messenger, Farm All.
Hey, Farmall, we've got hunting season coming up, and you have a very unique angle, a very unique point of view on the experience. Is there any way we could get you on here to like have a chat about that in an upcoming stream? Would you be interested in joining us?
That'd be
Hello,
cool.
Mark J. See you,
So,
Mark.
Mark, I just got your message. I don't even know if I responded yet. I did not realize when we were doing our trip that we were just like a couple hours away from him. Mark, I want to apologize to you like face to face right now if I hadn't already done it in the reply to the comment. I forget. I'm a little under the weather. My apologies. But I'm sorry about that. If I had known, I would have jumped on that in a heartbeat. I thought you were. I don't know much about the Midwest or where anything is, so I had no clue you were that close. I thought you were like 12 hours away.
Oh, yeah, he is close to Wisconsin.
Did not know that. You can use somebody else's face. Farmo, we're fine with that.
Just tape a picture up or something.
Yeah. You got a mount somewhere? Just put the camera in front of the mount, and you can
do a
talk
sock
behind the camera.
hand. Just
You do a sock hand.
that would be perfect. With some deer antlers on it.
We'll put your name on the bottom of the screen as Sockall Fanatic.
Couple nice ones.
That would be a fun conversation. You still have like the all-time greatest video intro that I've ever seen on any channel, period. All the lightning and everything.
What's Mark? I have not seen a lot of videos just because of traveling to Michigan and all that. I'm sure I missed some. But Mark, I haven't seen anything lately. What are you doing right now? I guess you're probably not trapping. So what are you doing up there? Ooh, look at that.
It's a good one.
Now, whose is that?
Farm All.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the conversation I want to be having.
It's hard to tell, but it's like he's got more on that left side. He's pretty wide, though. Good deer.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Woo!
This is just one. Ah. Congratulations on the 39,000 too, by the way.
Right? You're nipping on the heels of 50. You know, the thing about that is you don't often find YouTube channels between 10,000 and 100,000 subscribers. You're either sitting at the 10,000 mark because you sat there and just grinded to it for years, or you are quickly on your way to 100K. And I think it's pretty obvious. We know what direction you're going on that. Keep doing it, man. Keep it up.
Yep.
I don't know if you want me to show that one, Farmall. Jeez. Is that on your phone?
In the lair. Okay.
I like these private conversations that are going on behind the scenes here.
News video will be out Thursday.
That's got like kickers and split brow tines. The one on the right.
Oh,
very nice.
Center one is just perfect, though.
What's that one in the background? Looks huge.
Yeah.
Dude, no kidding.
Is that a cow back there? Shit.
Yeah, really. The body on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Wow.
I can't believe. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I can't believe you're putting that on stream here prior to the hunting season.
What's your address again for that?
Right. Let's see if we can. I'm going to look right now and see if I can track him down. Addresses and stuff on the channel.
Yeah, that's nice deer.
Stanley's already been asking about night hunting.
Right.
Selling me out. I'm just curious, just make sure I'm not stepping on anyone's toes.
Oh, them farmers, they just drive the tractor and the deer don't run and just shoot them off the tractor.
I thought that was going a completely different direction. I worked for for a while, a short time. I worked for the Texas Ag something. We grow the farmer's annual. Texas A&M helps contribute for the data on that, and so I was helping them with their cotton fields.
Dead end road.
Hey, yeah, those guys have no fear. Those farmers will sit in there while they're working out there, and they'll take pot shots over your head just for laughs. Just get a rise out of you.
Is that a one-way road?
Yeah.
You might come in, but you ain't gonna get out.
Yeah. I think he borders some public land, but they try to get over on him all the time.
I believe that. Talking about hunting, I got my my flyer from Texas about some big hunts that you can put in for it. And actually, you don't have to be a Texan, I realize. So people from other states are getting in on these. So they got like 10 of them that are their big time hunts. There's a powder horn cast and blast. You going hunting and fishing. You and a friend will get to hunt sandbar, axis, and white-tailed deer and a variety of waterfowl, and enjoy a guided bay fishing trip on Matagorda Bay. So again, $10. You can put it as many times as you want. Ultimate mule deer hunt, because in West Texas we got some mule deer. It's an exclusive 3 to 5 day panhandle. Up in the panhandle, hunt for massive mule deer bucks. The winner and their hunting companion will be led by expert guide during the rut. Wow, this is the perfect chance to score the buck of a lifetime. And most of these, if you look in the details, you're staying at a lodge. Nothing. It doesn't cost you anything. Some of them you even get mounts. Right, you get free mounts of what you shoot. This is one I put in for every year. Exotic Safari, the thrill hunting exotic game, Gensbach, Aurochs. The winner will get a limited edition Tundra 65 hard cooler donated by Yeti. Let's see, you take 2 trophy exotics and bring a hunting guest to harvest a management animal. Taxidermy is provided for the winner, so whatever you shoot, they're going to mount for you. Big time bird hunt, course, you're going bird hunting. Premium buck hunt is whitetail deer. And again, most of this you can either take somebody who gets to hunt with you or somebody who can come along. They might not get to hunt depending on what.
So what you're saying is that in this particular circumstance, if you were to win, you would want to take along somebody who is maybe an exquisite cameraman who has a fine taste in whiskey.
Right.
Right?
I might take a bidding starts at.
Yeah. I was trying to circumvent that part of the conversation.
I'm going to hurry up the rest of them. So premium buck hunt, whitetail bonanza where you get to hunt multiple deer. Some of these are on some of the big ranches in Texas. They make a deal with Texas Parks and Wildlife to let them, and all of them are guided. There's a gator hunt and a wild hog adventure. So I think that's all, if not most of them. Oh,
you can have a wild hog adventure. I know exactly what the adventure entails on that.
Now guy hunt.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. Really yeah, I'd like to have one of those on the wall.
So I'll put in for a few of those. They have a bighorn sheep one, which you've got to be ready to climb around on the rocks and mountains for those. So I'm not in any condition anymore to even put in for that one.
It'd be neat to have one of those on the wall as well.
Would be neat, but yeah, that one you really got to be physically fit to do, they say.
I bet. I'll tell you anything out west, if there's a lot of walking involved, you're up and down and walking around.
Yep.
Yeah. In the heat, dry heat.
Yep, it would be fun. Someday we'll do one. And then they got regular hunts that you apply for different areas, and they're on their website, and it's like, I think it's like $8 or $9 to apply. If you get picked, then you have to buy a hunting license, but these are like, you're going to have a certain location, either an area or a stand to hunt from, and it could be, some are whitetail doe only, some are buck only, some are, it just depends on the area. There's hog ones, so there's a lot of ones you can put in for. And the money's going to Texas Parks and Wildlife to help take care of the shit, so it doesn't bother me at all.
Right, $10 an entry
for these big ones, yeah.
Nice.
I have an additional. I always do. I don't ever enter for the hunts. I should, but the one that I always go for is the CCA has the drawings for the boats, and you can actually get free entries if you just mail them a letter. I do that one every year.
I pay, but I join membership, and then I think the tournament's like near $15-20.
Yeah. What's up, Scully? How are you doing, man? Hey, man, it is that time. What do y'all say we take a look at some pictures from the server, see what we got going on in there?
Let's see it.
Everybody is going back to school, and it has been a really, really rough week. August is obviously hot and windy and muggy and everything else. So we really need to celebrate these guys who managed to get out there and get themselves into some amazing catches and get out just outdoors and having some fun. So these are our photos of the week, courtesy of the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server, which just now hit 1,000 members. One of, if not the biggest and fastest growing Discord servers for fishing and hunting people. Get in on that now. There is a link in the description. And I'll show you why it's awesome. First off, he's not here because he's on vacation, so we're going to have a whole thing with Wild Japan. He's out in the Philippines. And check this out. Look what he's up to.
Oh, shoot. That's cool.
That's his charter.
Really? No.
How cool is that? He took that thing out.
That's awesome.
And this was the experience on that thing right there. That says it all.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Still, it looked like a great time. He had a lot of pictures, I don't know what they caught. I didn't hear much because he's, off adventure. He didn't have a whole lot of time to talk about it, but had some great shots of the whole thing. And of course, this adventure continues right now. We're still getting more stuff from him as he manages to make his way on land. Ooh. Also, we got here Workada, a couple of big old catfish. Ralph, Black Warrior Lures, who's always good for a really awesome photograph from time to time. And Day, everybody getting out there and getting themselves some fish, regardless of what there is available to catch right now.
That little fish bit off more than you could chew with that rattle.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was posting when he simply put that.
Yeah.
Wondering what that little guy was thinking.
He was hungry.
Aggressive little guy. We got shiny catfish and Pristisfectina. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's not English. Regardless, we got some good fish being caught here. Nice little pike, perch. What is that? What do they call those things? A snake eel?
Is that a snakefish or a grinnell?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks like a bowfin.
Bowfin. Yeah, I think they were saying it was a bowfin. And then I don't know, what is that guy on the right? There's a catfish in the middle. On the right is a
tilapia, right?
Yeah, it looks like a tilapia.
Yep.
It's gorgeous looking. I didn't know they had colors like that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then of course, one day wasn't enough for this. I don't know if it's a lady or a gentleman, either way. But sorry about that. I just don't know from the name. But you got yourself a mangrove. You got yourself a jack, hardhead, schoolmaster. And man, for the life of me, I don't remember the name of that guy on the far right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there are two snapper. One of them is, I think that one on the right's a schoolmaster, which is
that or a lane, one or the other. I think you're right though. I think it's schoolmaster.
Yeah, one of those. Snapper names get weird sometimes. When you start getting into like gray snappers versus what's the other name for, I don't know,
mangrove,
dog snapper, things like that. It can get confusing quick. But good catches, guys, getting out there and doing your thing.
Definitely.
And I don't think it was a shad. I think it was well, I'm in Texas. I think it was a kind of perch, to be honest with you. Because everything's a perch down here. So, like I said, everybody's going back to school. These were the few people who managed to get out there and beat the summer heat. So now it is that time. We need to know who needs to be added to the 2023 Photographer of the Week Wall of Fame. These are our current everybody who has made their way onto the board. Who needs to get added to it? We've got Borcata with the big old catfish, Wild Japan with what looks to be just a wonderful day out on the water, and then Shiny Catfish with a nice perch.
Nice perch. Man, this
what
one's
are your thoughts,
tough,
guys?
This one's tough. I think since the whole fish is in the picture,
I'm kind of leaning the same way. And yeah, I mean, any one of these I'm totally fine with. I was thinking about it when we were pulling them for this, and I was like, okay, what's it going to look like? You know, take a look at your Wall of Fame here. And what's going to look good added to this? And I was like, you know what? Any one of these three would look really good on there. Of course, we have some people who have already won. They're already on the board. Always like adding a new name. It's always fun celebrating that when we're in the server.
Absolutely. A farmer. Yeah, that's me when I don't catch no fish.
All right, let me see what we got here. Tallying up everything right now. So we got there. Hey Ben, how are you doing there, man?
Oh, Ben popped in. Good to see you, Ben.
Did.
He snuck in. He just came in to vote.
Understand that. I know we all got those days. I'm feeling it myself right now.
Came in the secret door.
He's recovering from his trip if he's not still on his trip.
No, he's recovering. Remember, they got the vid when they were on their trips.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep. Hopefully he's feeling a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like you got a winner.
I think we do. Shiny Catfish is running away with it. Hey, Shiny Catfish and everybody else here, congratulations. Getting there, getting outdoors, having a heck of a week regardless of the heat and everything else. Kudos to you for going and taking advantage of it. Shiny Catfish will have an announcement for you in the server as soon as we get done with this stream.
Awesome. Congrats.
So just before we finish up, gentlemen, everybody in the chat, now is the time. Going to hold you accountable for the week that you're about to have. What's everybody got coming up? John, starting with you, man. What are you fixing?
Okay, besides the boat trailer, so I can get it down to the coast, get the boat to the shop to get the boat fixed. I'm working on a project for my daughter. She's a head athletic trainer at a local high school, and they have these things they call water cows, which are just a cart with a great big water thing on it with pump, battery. Then these hoses come off of it for water for the football players, right? During practice and whatnot. And a couple of them are crappy, pumps going out, wiring going bad. So she brought two of them more to the house. So I'm tearing those apart, putting in new parts and trying to set them up. She doesn't like the way they're set up right now as far as having to get the battery to charge and all that. So I'm trying to redo those for her. So besides doing the trailer for the boat, I'm also doing that right now too.
So thanks, Dad.
Exactly. I'm like, so what's the school budget for this? You're donating.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I will admit you were talking about the what's the thing called? The water cow?
Water cow.
Man, I seriously thought we were going to have to mute you for a second when you first said that. It sounded bad. Grant, what do you got working on, man?
Not much. It's going to be supposed to be dry the rest of the week and then get back up in the 90s this weekend. So,
Oh, that sucks.
I did get the boat. I had like 20 bags of seeds in the boat. I did get them all cleaned out. So
Yeah, good. Hello, camera. What are you doing?
and I got the sticker renewed on the boat that's going to expire at the end of September.
Oh, I got to do all that.
I got
Nice.
that renewed.
I got a project I'm working on. I've got to jump into all of that stuff now.
I'm blurred out because I'm saying mean things. Oh, there we go.
So it's definitely too hot to squirrel hunt. We see we got a dove season and early goose season comes in September 1st. So, I mean, it can't be too hot for me to goose hunt. I'll goose hunt if we got a spot to kill some. Couple weeks.
Hey, check this out. Mark J. Larson. Hey, this is awesome. Everyone show up Saturday night at Off the Hook Outdoors. We're having a huge benefit auction for ALS Outdoors, 7 p.m. CST. Please make a post of that, like a community post on your channel. I'm more than happy to share that out.
Yeah,
We'll share it out on this channel as well.
Yeah. Mark made a video.
On Facebook too.
I know Mark made a video and Boxy Outdoors, a few other ones. Yeah.
Awesome.
Al's wife's not doing very good, so they're trying to raise some money for them.
I'm in on that. Yeah, I'm totally in on that. I could have some fun with it. Seeing what we can do to help drum things up for Al. Goth Farmer. I got to start my fall garden this week too. Oh, is now John if we do fall gardens, is now the time to do that? I've never done one.
Probably would not be until October.
December.
It's gonna say
October. We don't get
I'd wait till the daytime temperatures are at least below 90.
So January.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I've been trying to plant stuff as it sprouts and pops up, but I mean that's something I've been reading on this week. A lot of seeds won't germinate over 105, and it's been 120 in that greenhouse. So I guess I've been lucky to get germination of what I've got.
Well, we only get a week of fall, so what can you grow in a week?
Some radishes, some microgreens,
Johnson grass. For some reason, I cannot bookmark Mark's comment. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying here. Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay. Yeah, we'll help you push on that, man. Absolutely. Lonesome Nada in the middle of backpacking the Washington coast, heading north in the Olympic Peninsula this week. Hopefully, in Port Angeles, looking at Canada by September.
Nice.
That is awesome,
That is awesome.
dude. I want to see pictures.
Pictures, yeah, definitely.
Get in the Discord server. Get pictures of your entire journey. We want to enjoy that with you. Yeah, that's very nice for you.
Averaging highs of 80. Oh, beautiful.
You ever feel like thawing out, come down our way.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit some videos. It's just about primetime fishing season for us, which is unfortunate because YouTube views are starting to drop. But I don't care. I'm going to go out and have some fun. I'm going to get over this crud that's dragging me down right now and get settled with the whole back to school thing. But other than that, we're going to go and absolutely slay the fish the next few weeks. So I'm enjoying my time, getting fat and relaxing now because it's about to get real. And you can hold me accountable for that. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who is a member of our first 1,000 on the Premier Discord server. We really, really appreciate that. Looking forward to seeing everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing all the pictures what everybody does next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Catch you on the next one next week, guys.
Peace out.
Take care.